In this segment, I will explain how to navigate the course. When you log into the course, it should open up to announcements. This is where I will post messages at the beginning of the modules and updates throughout the 2-week period. On the left side of the navigation column, you can find a syllabus. You can access the course description, objectives, and requirements. And there are a set of slides about McDaniel's graduate and professional studies policies. Please check this out if you haven't done so already. Read Me First is next on the navigation column. This is where you find information about the instructor, including office hours and contact information like email address and phone number. The course structure is listed here for your reference. Time expectations is another segment here that tells you you're expected to spend about 135 hours at this graduate level. That includes the discussion forum, your readings, and working on projects. There's also a section that gives a little bit more detail about what's part of the discussion forum and what happens there. And this course is structured probably different than what you're used to. We have you work through the activities in the discussion forum. There's a to-do section, a to discuss section, and a to submit section. Please remember that all your work should not be saved for one day. It should happen throughout the 2-week period. This helps make an engaging environment for all participants. Learning logs are for you as part of a reflection to help you monitor your growth throughout the course. There are other tools provided to help you be successful in this course. From the navigation column, you can access the modules. Right now, you can only see Module 1, which covers weeks 1 and 2. The objectives are listed. Please make sure you read those. You would need those to do your learning logs. Next, you will see the VoiceThread activity, which you can access here or in the discussion forum. Then there is an interactive to help you learn about the final project. If you click on one of the tabs or the icons, a window pops up with some more information. It tells you how all the 4 modules fit together to help you develop your technology integration plan, which is your final project. Some more information about Blackboard. If it's new to you, it's a little resource to help you learn how to navigate it better. And more information about the learning journal. Then it's about the discussion board and how you should submit and when you should submit to the threads. For the first week, although it's a little short, you need to do threads, the meet and greet thread in 1A by, it says the first Wednesday, but we're going to extend it to Thursday. And then by Sunday, you should have posted to other people's threads. And we'll talk more about that. Then you will see assignment 1, which is the learner infographic. Here you find all the information you need to complete this task. You can also email me with questions, or better yet, post to the discussion forum in case someone else has your same question or someone may already have answered the question for you. The resources that you may need to help you be successful here are listed, as well as the criteria or the descriptors of what makes an exemplary submission. Submissions have certain requirements. Here you need a title, your name helps, the due date, and any links to the multimedia segments should be here. You can upload infographics and list of references. There are a few ways to access the discussion and collaboration forum. One is through the module folder, and the other is through the navigation column. When you click on it, you will see 3 threads. For this, usually there are about 2. The first one is the meet and greet or the virtual personality bags. Many of you have already started posting to that. You can hit reply to add your post. Then, if you go to the top, there's a way or arrows to help you get to the next thread. And for 1A, under to do, you complete one of the activities. You don't have to do all 3. Pick one of the activities. For number 2, everyone completes that one. And that's the voice thread activity. You can link it there, or you can go under the module tab and find the link to that one as well. And then you watch or read the following that are listed there. And all those links I've checked and should work. If you have an issue with any of them, just send me an email. Next is to discuss. Everyone does prompt number 1, but under number 2, there are A, B, C, D, and E. You choose one of those to reply to. And so we're giving you some choices here based on your interest. Remember to add citations, in-text citations, so you can avoid plagiarizing. You should be referencing what you read or what you watched. And then after your initial post the first week, by Sunday, that starts the second week, you should be replying to other people's posts. And by Friday, you should have added more posts. You can access the next thread at the top using the arrow. And for 1B, under to do, there's a section where you're learning about technology integration matrix. Please read or watch all those resources. Then the next set, you can read or watch any combination of those resources. And then under explore, you have a choice to explore some of those as well. You decide which ones you would like to explore. You're going to use the information you learned to add to the discussion. And it's just one question there. And it's important, and I want to see 3 or more sources, references, and including your in-text citations in your post, your initial post especially. Next here is assignment. You can access it from this link by clicking on the blue highlighted portion, or you can find it underneath the module. So assignment 1 asks you to create a learner infographic. The due date, possible points in the rubric is located on the right. Make sure you read the rubric carefully and maybe highlight everything that you added in your infographic that's on the rubric. Here you're going to describe the learners, lots of detail about them. You can do them in groups. If you have some that stand out, tell us about those. The demographics of your school division and the learning ecosystem that your school or community is part of. You're going to have a multimedia digital presentation that includes audio and video that describes what you created. Here you can create your submission, upload files, and add comments as you need it before you submit. One thing I do want to point out is I asked you to kind of describe the community. I was in Scottsdale, and I picked up something from a local park, and it actually have a graphic, and many communities have this, about what is available to learners in their community. So we're talking parks or playgrounds and museums or libraries. So find out what your community has. It could be a picture form, and this also has it in a map form with a list of divided into like hiking trails, public libraries, senior centers, tennis centers, parks and recs. So that includes YMCA's, faith-based organizations, healthcare. So tell me about your learner, where your learner lives, what's available to them. And as you do this activity, you're also learning and displaying information in a variety of ways. So we're using that UDL focus. And we're going to have a meeting and we'll talk more about this later.